Good morning to all of you. In this video, we discuss about the various method and constructor of the list. So first of all, we know about the what is the use of list or what list contains. Actually, previously we discussed about the choice. A choice is a drop-down list. It contains a number of atoms, but user can select only one atoms from this choice control. Here is the list is also collection of atoms, but difference is that from the list, user can allow to select a more than one atoms from the list. So what is the main difference between list and choice? The in the choice control, user may allow to select only one atoms from the choice, and the list it contains the number of atoms. User can allow to select one or more than one elements or atoms from the list. So how to create the list? There are three constructors. First is a list default. It means that it creates a default list. It does not having any atom. But if we use this constructor, then user can select only one option from this list control. By default, the multiple select property or attributes is by default false in the list control. So if we create a default constructor of the list, then multi-select property is false. That's why user can select only one option from this list. So how to create the object? See list cl is equal to new list. The second constructor is list into bracket integer number of rows. So in this constructor, it creates a list and number of rows. This parameter specifies that the how many atoms are visible to the user. It means that suppose you are creating the list with the 10 elements or 10 atoms, and if you want to only 5 elements are visible at a time, then we can use this constructor. It means that the only 5 atoms are visible to the user, and remaining fives we can use a scroll bar to see that atoms. So how to create this object of this constructor? List cl is equal to new list into bracket 5. Okay, are you getting? So what this constructor defines? The list into bracket integer number of rows. Number of rows, it means that if there are 100 atoms in the list, so all these atoms are not visible to the user at a one time. So that's why we are specifying the number of rows, how many rows are visible to the user at a time. So that's purpose we can use this constructor for that purpose. The third is a list into bracket integer number of rows and boolean multiselect. In this constructor, we can pass the two parameter. The number of rows parameter specifies that the how many atoms are visible to the user, and second parameter multiselect. This parameter specifies that the if there is a user can allows, if we passing this multi-select property is a true, then user can allow to select more than one option or more than one atoms from the list. So by using this constructor, how to create the object of this list? The list cl is equal to new list into bracket 5. That is how many how many elements are present, and true, it means that user can allow to select more than one option from the list control. So methods of next point is the methods of list. So previously we discussed about the various method of choice. Some of the methods are same as in the list. So first is a void add. This method is used for to insert the atom into the list. A string name, this name parameter specifies the name of the atom which is inserted or added into the list. Then next method is void add. In this method, we can passing a two parameter string name and integer index. It means that this method is used for if we want to add the or insert a new element at specified location. In the first method, the element are added at the end of the list, and by using second method, we can add element any specified location. आपण कुठल्याही लोकेशनला एखादा नवीन एलिमेंट ऍड करू शकतो by using this second method. In this method, we need to pass the two parameters, name of the atoms and index location where the atoms to be add. The third is get selected atom. This method is used for to retrieve the which elements is selected by the user. Next method, integer get selected index. This method returns the index position which atoms will be selected by the user. After that, these two methods get selected atoms and get selected indexes. Why these methods are provided? Because of the in the list we can select more than one option. We can select more than one atoms from the list. So that's why if the user can select more than one atoms, so for that purpose, this method returns a array of string which contains all the atoms which is selected by the user. So get selected atoms returns all the elements which are selected by the user. Next, get selected indexes. It means that it returns all the index positions of that atoms which are selected by the user in integer array. Next one is a get atom count. This method also we can discuss previously. This method is used for to identify the how many elements are present in the list control. Next is a void select. This method is also used for to select the specified atoms. By default, we can select user can select any one option from the or any one atoms from the list. But by default, if we want to select the particular atoms from the list, so for that purpose, the select method is used. Suppose I want to select the third atoms from the list. So we can use this method like L is the object of the list. L dot select into bracket third. So it will be select by default. It will automatically select the third element which is present in the list control. So next method is a string get atom. This method is also used for to retrieve the atom at specified location. If you want to know about the which atoms are presented at the specified location, so this can be retrieved by using this get atom method. This method returns the string parameter or string value which contains the atom at specified location. Okay, so in this lecture we discuss only the list methods and constructor of the list. Thank you.